Imagine spending months preparing for an ISTQB certification, paying for the exam, adding that shiny certificate to your resume, only to discover that employers care more about your AI skills than your certification. Sounds scary, right? But here's the thing. Some people say ISTQB is outdated. Others say it's still one of the best certifications for software testers. So who's right? And more importantly, should you invest your time and money into ISTQB in 2026? Let's find out. The software testing industry has changed dramatically over the last few years. We moved from manual testing to automation testing. And now we're entering the era of AI-assisted testing. Today, testers can generate test cases using AI, create automation scripts with AI tools, analyze defects faster, and even use AI to help with exploratory testing. Because of this shift, many testers are asking a very important question. Do certifications like ISTQB still matter? And honestly, it's a fair question. Let's start with what ISTQB actually does well. ISTQB gives you a structured understanding of software testing. It teaches concepts like test design techniques, test levels, test types, risk-based testing, defect management, test planning, and software testing fundamentals. These concepts have been around for years and are still relevant today. The fundamentals of testing haven't disappeared because AI arrived. Just because AI can generate test cases doesn't mean you don't need to understand what makes a good test case. Just because AI can suggest bugs doesn't mean you understand risk. The fundamentals still matter, and that's where ISTQB provides value. Now let's talk about hiring. Many beginners believe that getting ISTQB certified automatically makes them job-ready. Unfortunately, that's not how the industry works. As someone reviewing resumes, a hiring manager may see ISTQB as a positive signal. It shows initiative. It shows commitment. It shows that you've invested time in learning testing concepts. But here's what it doesn't prove. It doesn't prove you can find critical bugs. It doesn't prove you can test a real product. It doesn't prove you can think like a tester. And it definitely doesn't prove you can solve real-world testing problems. In most interviews, practical thinking beats memorized theory, every single time. Let's imagine two candidates. Candidate A has ISTQB Foundation certification but no projects. Candidate B has no certification but has tested real applications, reported bugs, created test cases, and understands how software behaves. Who gets the job? In most cases, Candidate B, because experience creates confidence, and confidence wins interviews. Now, before you think I'm saying ISTQB is useless, I'm not. In fact, there are situations where ISTQB can genuinely help. If you're completely new to software testing, ISTQB can give you a learning roadmap. If you're switching careers into QA, ISTQB can help demonstrate your interest and commitment. If you're applying to large corporations, government organizations, or consulting companies, some employers still use certifications as a filtering criterion. In these situations, ISTQB can absolutely provide value. But here's where things get interesting. The rise of AI is changing what employers expect from testers. Today, companies are increasingly looking for people who can work alongside AI, not people who compete against it. Can you use AI to generate test ideas? Can you validate AI-generated outputs? Can you test AI-powered applications? Can you identify risks in machine learning systems? Can you combine human critical thinking with AI assistance? These are becoming highly valuable skills, and they're often more important than simply passing a multiple-choice exam. To its credit, ISTQB has recognized this shift. They've introduced certifications related to AI testing and updated their learning materials to reflect modern testing practices. That's a positive step, but there's an important difference between learning about AI and actually using AI. Reading about AI testing is useful. Practicing AI testing is powerful. Employers ultimately pay for skills, not certificates. So if I were starting my QA career in 2026, here's what I would do. First, learn software testing fundamentals. ISTQB can help with that. Second, build practical experience. Test demo websites. Create bug reports. Write test cases. Learn exploratory testing. Third, start using AI tools in your daily testing workflow. Learn how AI can improve productivity. Understand its strengths. Understand its limitations. And finally, Create projects that demonstrate your skills, because projects speak louder than certificates. So does ISTQB still matter in the age of AI? Yes, but not for the reason most people think. ISTQB is not a golden ticket. It's not a shortcut to getting hired. It's not something that automatically makes you a great tester. What it is a foundation, a starting point, a way to understand the language and principles of software testing. But in 2026, the testers who stand out are the ones who combine that foundation with practical experience, product thinking, automation knowledge, and AI skills. The future belongs to testers who can adapt, not testers who simply collect certificates. So if you're considering ISTQB in 2026, don't ask, "Will this certification get me a job?" Ask, "How can I combine this certification with real skills that employers actually need?" That's the question that will shape your career. And that's where the real value lies. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more QA and testing content.